Hi guys, welcome to week 5 of PE with Miss Fisher via the medium of YouTube. We don't have Mr. Stevens with us this week because he's not feeling very well, so Mr. Stevens, I hope you're feeling better soon. And next week you need to be back with me so we can do some more PE. Today we're looking at the skill-related components of fitness. So we're looking at balance, agility, coordination, power, reaction time and speed. First and foremost, we have to do a warm-up before we get started, as we do with every PE lesson. So what I want us to do is, all I want you to do is follow me. Okay, so follow exactly what I do. So let's start by jogging on the spot. Okay, it's really important that we get our heart beating first so that all the blood goes around our body and it's being pumped around to our working muscles so they're getting lots of oxygen. Because when we breathe in, all that oxygen goes in to our lungs and gets distributed into our bloodstream and then goes to our working muscles. Okay, let's go star jumps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hands out in front of you like this, jogging so your hands are hitting, or your knees are hitting your hands, sorry. So try and keep those knees high. Okay, good, jog on the spot. When I clap, I want you to sprint as fast as you can on the spot. Okay, so everyone jogging. Wait for the clap, I'm going to go fast as we can like this. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go! 10 seconds, keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's start with some stretching out. So 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Stretching the back of our leg. Who can remember from last week what it's called? It'll be 5 seconds. It is our hamstring. And it goes all the way up the back of our leg. Whew. Good. Hopefully you're counting so you know how long we're going to stretch for. Again, I'm going to give you 5 seconds to find the answer in your brain. And we stretch for 8 to 10 seconds our muscles. So we make sure that they're fully stretched. Like I said last week, they're like an elastic band. And if we just pull an elastic band, it will tear, it will rip. Exactly like our muscles. If we pull them really quickly, without warming them up, they will pull and they will tear. Okay, let's see if we can do this one now. And we don't want that to happen, obviously, that's where injuries come from. So we need to warm them up first, get the oxygen around, get the old carbon dioxide out of the muscles, and get them ready for exercise. Whew. When you're doing this one, make sure your knees should be touching. They shouldn't be out like this. That's not stretching anything. If you put your knees together, and keep balanced, unlike me, you should be feeling it in this thigh here, our quadriceps. Good, okay, shake your legs out. Okay, so for today's lesson, we are looking at 6 different components. We're going to do the activities, and I want you to try and record your results. So in the description box below, there should be a link that goes straight to the website, and there's a table there that if you can print out, that'd be fantastic. If you can't, just use a scrap piece of paper and write your results down there. Okay, so our first activity, we're looking at balancing. The balance we're going to look at today to really assess our balancing is called the stork stand, which is where you stand like this. See how long you can hold it for. Okay, there is a special piece of equipment we can use to help us with our balancing, and it looks like this. Okay, and what you do, have it down like this on the floor, and you stand 1 foot on here. So let's see if I can do it. You probably won't be able to see it on the floor. I'm going to pop it there, pop your foot on. It's almost like walking on a tightrope. I haven't practiced this in a long time. There, and then you see how long you can balance on there for. But what you're going to do at home, because I know you all don't have that, you're going to take a sock. So just a sock that you have on your feet. You're going to lay it out, and you're going to pop it on the floor. And that's going to be what you balance on. I've got a spot because I haven't got a spare sock with me. They're both on my feet. So you're just going to stand there on that sock and try and balance. And I want you to calculate how long you balance for. So you can get someone else to time you. You need a stopwatch. You can find one of those on your phone. And I just want you to stand like this. Okay, as soon as you put that foot down, that means you have to stop. And that's the end of your try. You can have a few goes if you want to, just to see what your best time was, but I want to see how long you can balance for. Okay, so that is your first activity. So pause me now, Go away and do it, and then when you come back, you can find the next activity. Okay, the next activity we're looking at is called agility. And agility is where you can change direction really quickly. Okay, we use this a lot in football when we want to get past someone with the ball. So we might do one side and then go the other. So we do a feint dodge. We use that in basketball and netball and things like that as well. So to assess this, you need 3 pairs of socks and you need 6 almost spotlights, things like spots. So it could be that you use a jumper, 6 jumpers or 6 t-shirts, just to put your put your socks on. So you're going to put them out, put one down, and I want you to take 2 big steps, 1, 2, forward. And then I want you to turn and do 1 spot. Put that down, 1, 2, put that one down, 1 step forward, put that one down, 1, 2, and pop that one down. Just move that table out of the way before I crash into it. So what you should have, and I'm going to show you, is something like this. So you've got 6 spots all on the floor. Can't really see them. Like that. Okay, let me pop you back up. Then your socks are going to go on one side. So I've got one there, and one on there. Now, the aim of the game is to get your socks from one side to the other. Okay, so you'll start in the middle. When you say go, you'll start with timing. You'll go 1, put them over to that side. You go to the next one, pick it up, pop it over to that side. You go to the next one, pick it up, pop it over to that side. And the aim is to move from side to side as quickly as you can to get those socks from one side to the other. Okay, you stop the timer as soon as you put that last sock on that other spot. Okay, I'll try and include a diagram on the PE page to make it a bit clearer, because it's a bit hard to explain like this. And then we'll see how we go with that one. So give that a go, time it, record how quickly you can do that. Yeah, have a go, come back once you've done that, we'll have a look at the next one. Okay, your next activity is looking at coordination. Now coordination is how we use our hands in relation to the balls that we might throw or kick and things like that. So for this, you need 2 balls or just 2 socks. And first of all, what I want you to do is practice throwing and catching both at the same time like this. Okay, can you do that? So this is good practice before you get into the actual assessment sort of thing. Okay, then you just need 1 ball. And what you're going to do, you're going to find a wall. So please ask a parent what is the best wall to do this on. I don't want you to put a hole through a wall, that would be the worst thing. Okay, you're going to throw the ball at the wall. And it's going to come back and you're going to catch it in the other hand. Okay, so if I throw with my right, I'm going to catch it with my left. Okay, you have 30 seconds to see how many throws and catches you can do with the wall. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Okay, so seeing how many you can do. When you catch it with your left hand, you've got to throw it again with your left hand. Okay, throw and catch, throw and catch. So see how you get on with that. Record how many throws and catches you can do in 30 seconds. That'd be really interesting to see what you can do. So go away, try that. Talk to an adult first, see which wall was the best. And then you can go and do that. Okay, your next activity is power. And we can do power by looking at different ways. So there's 2 options for this one. You can do it in 2 different ways. I want you to get some sort of spot, some sort of marker, and pop it down on the floor. You're going to stand behind this marker. Okay, and you need to see how far forward you can jump, so 2 foot to 2 foot. Okay, use your arms to swing and get your motion to propel yourself forward. Once you've jumped forward, what you need to do is then step back and see how many foots you can you make it. Okay, so I'm going to start from here. I'm going to do a big jump. Oh, good. Okay, so now I take my 1 foot and count back 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4.5. So I've got 4.5. Bear in mind I didn't put my all into it, so if you beat me, it's fine, I can do better. See how many feet you can jump. Okay, the other way you can do it is if you have a post-it note or something sticky, grab a wall, okay, maybe the same one you just did your tennis on, and I want you to hold the post-it note in your hand, and I want you to jump up as high as you can and see if you can plant that post-it note on the wall. Okay, it doesn't have to be a post-it note, it could be some sellotape, whatever you have, okay, and see if you can jump up high and pop it on the wall. Have a competition, see who can win between you and your siblings or you or your parents, whoever you're with. To record this, write down how many feet, so how many feet you go, or get some trainers, count your feet on the wall. Obviously don't wear your trainers when you're doing that, just get them, take them off and then pop them off the wall. Go away and have a go at that one, and I've got another activity for you to do. Okay, your penultimate activity, which means second to last. Your penultimate activity is looking at reaction time. You can do this using just a ruler. Okay, so hopefully you have a ruler at home. If not, maybe something similar, maybe a small piece of wood or a pencil. And you're going to get someone, so you need someone's help for this. I haven't got anyone else to help me, so I'm going to have to do it by myself, but please know that someone else is helping you at home. Someone's going to hold the ruler like this, so you've got all of the measurements on one side. Someone's going to hold the ruler like that. And you're going to take your strongest hand, just hold, not hold it, but put your fingers around the bottom of it. Okay, and the person holding it, so this one, my left hand, is going to drop it, and what you have to do is try and catch it. And whatever centimetre your finger lands on is how quick your reaction time is. So that is about, I'm 8 centimetres from the end. Okay, so let's see if I can do better. I should know, because I know if I'm dropping it. Okay, ready? Oh, I got 5 centimetres there. 5 centimetres. So see how you guys get on with that. Remember, you need someone else to hold it, okay, and then you can catch it. Go away, have a go at that one, and then I'll come back to the next activity. Okay, your last activity, and this is looking at speed. Now, I don't know if you can all do this one, so don't worry if you can't do it, because it is quite one where you need a lot of space. If you don't have that space, because you live in a flat, or you don't have that space in your house or in your garden, that's absolutely fine. So skip this one if you can't do it. But what you're going to do is you're going to set out 2 spots, a good 5 metres apart. So you put one there, and then count 5 metres, so it'll be 5 really long steps. 1, and you'll go up 5, even though I don't have the space. You're going to start on 1, and then you're going to time yourself, or get someone to time you to see how quickly you can get from one spot to the other. Okay, so from a standing start, how quickly you can go from one to the next. Okay, so you go 1, 2, 3, go, and then run as quickly as you can to the next one. Now obviously I don't have space, so I'm in a classroom, and it's raining outside, I don't want to slip outside. So see how quickly you can do that, and pop that on your table for your homework, or not homework, for your work. And then that'll be the last activity you have to do. So go away, go and do that, and then we'll have a little cool down when you come back. Now we're going to do a quick cool down, so it's really important once we've done all of our exercises, we bring our body temperature back down slowly, because if we bring it down quickly, our muscles will get really stiff. Okay, so let's just do some nice jogging, light jogging. Okay, we're only doing some little bits, we're not exerting ourselves too much, otherwise it's not going to help us, it's not going to help us cool down. Okay, so can you open the gate? So up, out, jog in between, up, out, jog in between, up, out, jog in between, up, out. This is helping us stretch our muscles as well. Stretch them after all of that exercise you've just done, especially if you've just done a sprint. Up and out. Okay, let's close them now. So up to the side, and then in. Side, in. Side, in. Side, in. Side, in. Okay, shake your legs out. Okay, let's do some stretches. I'm feeling my hamstrings today, so I'm going to do this one. If you feel like you need to stretch something else, please do that. So all of these components that you've practiced today are really good for assessing your sporting ability. And they use that to really develop athletes and make them better at the different things, and they can identify which part of their games are weaker. So for example, Cristiano Ronaldo would do types of these activities, so do an agility test, balance and all of that, and then he'll know what he needs to improve on. It's almost like a self-assessment. So in the same way that we give you some assessments to do, is to highlight what you need to just work on to bring yourself back up. And also to see what your strengths are, because it's really good to see, well, you're amazing at that, that's fantastic. So that's the reason why they're done. And you're going to learn a lot more about this when you go into secondary school, but this is just the beginning bit of it. So, well done for today. We'll see you all next week. Have a fantastic weekend. Make sure you get on your learning next week. And yeah, that's it. Bye.